Welcome back to the Shinobi Scale. This is time for us to discuss about all interesting things in all popular anime series. In this video we're gonna tell you the Demon Slayer anime, or the highest demon in rage mode. But before entering the video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, so you will always update the latest videos from us, which has a rare and detailed story that can't be found on any other channel. And this is the all highest demon in the rage mode. Kyogai is one of the demons who use the demon blood technique, who uses space and time techniques to fight, because he uses a beating drum as a catalyst to move wherever he wants. As a demon, Kyogai can also combine himself with a large shape into moving a demon castle, so he can kill anyone trapped inside him with invisible clothes. As a large building that can move because it has legs, being attacked from outside is useless because it can regenerate endlessly. There is no way to defeat Kyogai other than looking for its real neck inside the building, which when entered will feel like an endless labyrinth. As one of the lower moons and the Lord Spider Demon on Moon Matagubo, Rui forms family trip to kill people there and satisfy his desire as demon. In certain fighting conditions, Rui can also combine the whole body of his family members and himself into one, but Rui is still the brain and mind control there. In this form, Rui can use all the abilities of his family members, ranging from combat power, poison, human control. Even his demon blood net techniques become sharper and stronger. He can remove this red net from every head of his family members that stick to each other. With incredible cutting power, the Deshirin of Demon Slayer can be even broken in an instant, so anyone who dares to enter Natagubo Mountain and fight Ruin in this form is certain to die. Enmu is a narcissistic demon who enjoys suffering whoever he sees, especially when destroying someone's dream. This is also related to the power of Enmu, which can manipulate someone's dream easily. In his fight against Tanjiro and his colleagues, he joined the Mugen train, so his strength increased drastically. He even took all the passengers in the body of his trains hostage and ate them at any time. He is also still able to fight outside by shedding his physical form that is immune when decapitated. So strong he is when he becomes a Mugen train, he can even put someone to sleep just by showing his eyes through all the corners of the Mugen train. Daki and Gyuttaro are upper moons who have two main bodies, so to defeat them, they have to slash their necks together. But they can also unite their bodies into one to increase Gyuttaro's combat power and become Schyteman. When he becomes Schyteman, a Gyuttaro's little Schyte turns into a big one because it is an embodiment of Daki's body that becomes weapon. This sickle is as big as its body, and its range is wider, and the poison of the sickle is more deadly, because just inhaling the poisons that evaporates from his sickle alone can make humans die. And if someone's hit by a sickle from the Schyteman, they will immediately die with a rotting corpse instantly. Kaigaku, who was pressed by the seventh form of breathing created by Zenitsu, made himself to change his physique to the strongest form he had, the Kuroi Kami form. In this form, his body was engulfed and relentless like lightning, which caused almost his entire body to appear shrouded in deadly black thorns. In this mode, there is an extraordinary increase and reflex because all of Kaiku's nerves and sense of touch as a demon become very sensitive. So Kaigaku can use Thunder Breathing 6 form, Rumble and Flash 6 times, where he can do long range slash like lightning strikes, which can blow up anything. Not only that, the entire black lightning that enveloped him also became lightning armor, whose defense was impenetrable. Gyokko's strength at first was only to expel various mutated sea creators through the jars he took out through his demon blood technique. But after being unable to contain the power of the child genius Ashura of the mist, he came out of the jar and emerged as his true form, which similar to fish called Merman and has lower body like a sea snake. In this form, the strength of the Gyokko immediately increased drastically. The number of deadly sea creators that he released became unlimited. He can even change his body like sea creators, namely octopus and giant fish that can regenerating endlessly. In this form, the Gyokko becomes dangerous threat to the Ashura. Hantengu, who is one of the upper moon's demons and also the only demon who can divide himself into 6 different demons with different abilities but still with equal strength and even said to exit Ashura. In Hantengu's strongest form, Zohakuten, he can manipulate light, wind, sound waves, wood and spears able to crush the enemies he faces. Besides that, he also has 2 double-edged daggers that he uses as control center for the various elements and powers he uses. This weapon is also effective enough to become a ghost melee weapon to slash the flesh of his enemy. As an upper moon, Nakime rarely shows her serious self in any situations, but in serious meet, she is always Nakime who usually fight by keeping a distance, because she can use Dimensional Infinity Fortress, which make herself untouched by melee attack. But when using Nakime, his Colossus both transform into muscular building as a melee fighters and increase in size by 2.5 meters, with her hair pulled back, revealing her other large A, which she always cover with her hair. In this mode, Nakime can move people without using her B1. With just a blink, she can move his enemy forward and instantly kill with her attacks. This can even make Iguro and Kanjori almost die. Due to his battle against Tanjiro and Gyu at the same time, which they are masters of water breathing, plus that Tanjiro is also starting to be able to use the sun breathing, Akaza has to release the limiter in him. So then he took off the 2 Tasbi bracelets he always wore, with an expression that changed his physical form change. For additions, hands and 3 new faces appeared on Akaza's head. Besides that, Akaza's weight also became very heavy, so the ground he was standing on was destroyed by itself. Because of this, every Akaza punch was very heavy like a giant iron hammer used to hit something. Unlike Akaza, who is always calm, in this mode Akaza became very brutal like wild animal. With the additions of 4 arcs, it also makes Akaza's attack 4 times more deadly and ready to turn things around. During a serious clash in the revenge battle between the shinobu and himself, he unleashes his strongest form in the form of the Rime Waterlily Bodhisattva, a Buddha-like deity embodiment in icy form with himself as a driving force. The strength of this form is that freezing anyone within a few meters radius to death. Plus its armor size, this form can also create and use giant fan like the Doma used to create large frozen slaves. In addition, he can also use an ice flower in the form of Waterlily that can rotate and follow the target the Doma is after until it's split. So that in this fight he can even kill Shinobu Gojo because it is immune to poison and almost kill Kano. can fight against 3 Ashura at once because of the power that he emits continuously without stopping, making the body of Kokushibo, who is the strongest upper moon rank, mutate and uncontrollably so that it changes its forms into Monstrous' final form. In this form, he becomes more vicious with such translucent visions that he can find the enemy's weakness in the inside of his body. He can also grow sword blades all over his body, making his body perfect defense. In this form also, Kokushibo can use 2 kinds of moon breathing techniques at once from each hand, because normal users can usually only use one move. This even nearly killed 3 Ashura at once against him. As the original demon and the strongest of its kind, his greatest strength is when he uses combat mode, where he becomes his strongest form with a body full of the teeth and deadly tentacles that end with deadly horns that are sharper than Nichirin. Even with his tentacles, he can keep up with the rest of the world. Ashura alone, in addition, in an unstable emotional state, he will change to his rage form, namely Invent form, where he will turn into a giant monster that can kill anyone around him. Friend or foe, in the blink of an eye without being able to see his attack. With all his strength, it can be said that only miracle can kill Muzann. That's all from Shinobi Skill channel. Don't forget to stay tuned for the next power rank video. Thank you for watching this video, guys. We will back again with a more interesting video for you. See you next time and have a great day.